welcome back to DivaDollFlawless. In today's video, I wanted to do a really quick and simple project share. I am in the middle of doing a carousel group swap, and I had purchased the Maggie Holmes Carousel Collection off of acdigitals.com. Now, some of the pages, like this one, for instance, it was a full page of tickets, and I didn't want to use it as a full page like that. So I'm like, you know what? They do have in her collection the perforated tickets, and I'm like, you know what, I can just make my own from this page instead of, you know, letting this one page go to waste. Now, if you wanted to, you can cut the individual squares and add them onto rosettes and such, but I'm going to keep them as strips of tickets because you could just do so much with them. So what I did was just simply went in and cut each line of tickets down. Hope I'm cutting this even. I'm trying to see. Okay, so after I did that, then to get the perforated idea, I was sitting in my craft room, looked over and saw my little pattern tracing wheel. If you sew, then you know what this is, but if you do not sew, this is a pattern tracing wheel. So you would use this on patterns for clothing, as an example, that you can buy from the store. And I had this sitting around. And now all you're going to do is at the bottom of each ticket where you see that line, just simply run this wheel across that line to make that perforated indentation. Okay, and then once you're done doing that, you want to use just a little bit of pressure, but not too much, because the wheel can go off and then, you know, you won't have the look that you're wanting. And I had showed this on my crafting Instagram a while ago when I first did it, but I had never did like a video and shared it with you all. Okay, now once you're done, just go ahead and do a accordion fold to really get this in here, and by using a tracing wheel, it does help you fold it a lot better. Now, some ideas you can do with this, I would take this and glue it like to a card, but I wouldn't sew the whole thing down. I would just do in certain areas, so at the top and maybe at the bottom, because I would still want the work to show and add like a little bit of 3D aspect to my project, and then probably maybe like one of the center pieces so that it kind of sits up on my project like this. Or you can cut them up and gift them. It's really all that you want. But like I stated, they have a perforated ticket page, and I kind of use that as my inspiration, but did it in my own way. Now, I did use these scissors here on the top and bottom to just give the ticket a little bit more of a look, so that it's kind of like we ripped it off of a roll of tickets. And those scissors are from the Paper Studio. I have a bunch of different designs. I really love these, and they are from Hobby Lobby. So see how you can take something this simple and just add your own little thing to it, and it really steps up your projects that much. So, and this was really relaxing to do. Now, another quick project that you can do from your digital papers is this. This was another full sheet page that I had printed out from that, and all I did was cut every single image. They were all little squares, kind of like a newspaper sheet, I guess you could say. And there's a lot that you can do with these, but I cut them out, and then I just used those same scissors from the Paper Studio to give each side some texture. And I love it. You could add these to rosettes, you can add them to cards. I will be making some more vintage junk journals, and I plan on doing, already showed this in another video I recently filmed, but I plan on doing a vintage carnival junk journal, and I could actually use these as journaling cards. So I would just distress them, and you know, there's a lot you can do. So here's just another way that you can use your digital printouts and just change them to something inspired by the collection, but really just make it your own thing. All right, and if you were to do this, even though printing on watercolor paper is hard, but you might even be able to go in and try to watercolor some of these images to really give the image some color. I wouldn't do it a lot because depending on the thickness of your paper, it'll melt it, not melt it, but it could make a hole in the paper if you're not careful with it, because you know it's not watercolor paper. But you get the idea of what you can do. And you could even take your distress inks and distress these up. It's just so much, but this is just the beginning of what you could do with those digital papers. So I hope you all saw something that you liked and inspired you. If you did, please be sure to thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have a gorgeous day, doll smooches. Mwah. Bye.